Alright, I'm going to try to point out some of the features of the shoot and spin dueling shooting tree that you're looking at right there. And clearly you can see that it's got 6 paddles. Each one of the paddles are made of AR 500 steel. They're full 6 inches in diameter across the face. The paddles actually pivot on a pin here in the back. I'll take one off so you can see it. And the pivot location on the paddle is kind of like a cup. It drops right down over that pin, and it really does flip back really easily. It's a good fit. I think if you put a little grease on that, I mean it worked great now. That joint right there would always pivot in the future. I don't know if you can see the pin a little bit right there, but it's got some nice pivoting action. The stand itself, hadn't got a tape measure with me, but that's probably, I don't know, about 5 feet to the top right there, approximately. The post itself actually pivots, as you saw in the video. It's got a pivoting joint right here. When you stand it up, it's all locked in place. So I mean, it's firm. It's not going to fall over. As you look further down the stand, one of the things I want you to notice, and it'll be hard to notice in this video, but the legs, the tips of the legs out here, right there, basically are positioned to where they make contact at each one of the tips, so they're really at a down angle. The center of the stand, and again, I'm not sure if you can see out here, we'll press on it, is slightly off the ground right there, which is good. Again, you got 3 points of contact, which is about as stable as you're going to get. So it looks like a really good design. You know, just looking at the basic, the features and portability of the target, it's very impressive. You know, shoot and spin, which that particular brand or company is kind of like a subsidiary of Next Innovations, which is a company that deals in machining and metalwork. And clearly you can tell that that's their line of business just by the craftsmanship that they put into this target. It really is a very slick target system right here. The paddles themselves, I don't have one with me at the second. I'll get it in a minute, but you know, you can switch from these AR 500 3/8 AR 500 steel plates to another set of plates if you wanted to shoot rimfire, and it's just a matter of picking up one paddle, putting it out of the way, and then putting your rimfire paddle right back on. So you know, with one dueling tree system, you've got the capability of shooting both centerfire and rimfire firearms, which is another feature. You know, the MSRP on this target right here, in the configuration you see here with the 6 paddles, is I think $750, which you know, it's not cheap by any means, but I think when you start factoring in the portability of it, the fact that you get 6, you know, big 6-inch diameter AR 500 plates, the ability to use it by changing out those paddles as a rimfire target, I think it can substantiate the price. I hadn't shot it yet. I'll have some video shortly when I take it to the range, showing the target in action. But everything I've seen so far, I think I like it. I think it's it looks like a well-engineered target system. Alright, what I'm going to try to do is demonstrate how easy it is to set up the shoot and spin dueling shooting tree. First, you get the target to your sight, like I have it here if I were out at the range. You can take your paddles out of the inside of the target. This back leg right here has a bolt in there that is used to hold it in place, so it won't lift up and flip over. So you've got a carry handle. I'm just kind of showing you there. So what you'll do is, you can start with any leg, but I'm going to go ahead and start with this back leg. Flip it around like that, kind of flip it over, and then tuck it in this slot right here. I'm going to go ahead and put the bolt back in, just so we don't lose it. Alright, that's one leg. And you do the same for the other 3 legs. Just lift them up, fold it out, push it down, lift it up a little bit, let it lock in place, just like that. Okay. Now your 3 legs are in place. Next you go through and you get your post assembly like this. You take it, set it in the slots like that, flip it up, and slide down in place right here. You can see it's locked in place maybe. Then you just put your paddles on. And it's ready to go. The paddles just drop right in place, like that. And now it's ready to go. Ready for the range. Okay, I'm going to try to show taking the target down. Basically, it's the reverse of the assembly. You start out by taking your paddles off. Kind of put those over there out of the way. Like that. You go through it. You lift up on the top part of the post. You fold it over. Kind of lean back and lift up the post itself, set it down out of the way. You can start with any leg. We'll just kind of start with this one here. You lift the target stand up some, pull it out, flip it over, fold that leg down like that, drop it in place. Do the same thing on the other leg. Okay. If you remember, this leg right here has got this bolt in it. So we'll go ahead and take it out. I'll put the bolt in there just so I wouldn't lose it. Kind of lift it up, pivot it over, bring it down just like that. Put the bolt back in so that your handle works good. Then you can take it and set your 3 paddles on each side. Set those in place. Like that. Just like so. Pick up your post assembly. Pick up your target assembly. And you're ready to go home. Just that easy. Alright, now I'm down here at the Clearwater Lake, and I've got a few targets set up. One of them is the new shoot and spin dueling shooting tree that you can see right here. We got a few other targets that are set up down here right now, and I'll end up setting up the other shoot and spin targets here in a few minutes. But it's set up right now in the center fire configuration. You can see I've got the thicker paddles on it right here. The ground sloped a little bit, so the post isn't leaning quite as forward as it normally leans. We haven't shot it yet. The guys are loading up there right now. You know, kind of getting ready to shoot it some. And we'll soon see how it does. I'm expecting it to do well. All right, so I got the. Hold on just a second before you fire. You each got 16 in the magazine, and we're fixed to find out who's the man and who's not.
Oh, that's
right now.
wrong.
Did I hit the flapper?
Go ahead.
I'm not looking. Sorry.
Well, all right, we have a winner.
Forever.
I can't do it. That's awesome. Go. Man, got technical issues.
That's like Joe. Joe. You gotta hit enough leverage.
Right up.
Kevin versus Dave.
That's
On the right, Kevin's on the left.
slide it in this and shoot.
Like that.
That's after the beer. All right, you guys ready? Hold on. Let me get on the target down here.
Say go, Kevin.
When I say 3, 1, 2, 3.
I gotta say, wait a minute. What? Which ones are you shooting, Joe? I'm shooting them all. I'm just shooting. I'm just shooting.
All right.
Go.
Huh?
Go.
This is the shoot and spin shooting dueling tree with the center fire plates on it at about 70-ish yards, and I'm going to shoot it here with a an AR style rifle with 223, and I'll see if I can knock it back and forth a little bit. Let's see here. Here we go. That's it. All right, here we are with the shoot and spin dueling shooting tree, and we've been shooting it a little bit. I just got through shooting it from about 70 yards with a one of my AR style rifles, and you can see here AR 500 plate. It acts just like I always see it act. It handles the 223 round pretty good. You know, at this distance, 70 yards, they recommend 100 yards. You end up with just a teeny tiny dimple, like less than a golf ball dimple on the face of the plate. But that's typical of all AR 500 plate. I find myself shooting my AR style targets or center fire targets with an AR as close as 50 yards. You know, again, manufacturers recommend 100 yards. Just because I do it doesn't mean it's right. The overall, you can see the dueling tree seems to be holding up pretty well. We're getting a little bit of bounce back with center fire on the target right here. This lower target sometimes. I'm not sure what makes it different than any of the other targets. The stand's holding up well. You know, when it's dancing back and forth, clearly, you know, you can see that just because of the design, it's got a little bit of a play in it, but it seems to be holding up. You know, a few times it's caught around on the post, but it's not too bad. You know, I'm really pleased and impressed with this target platform. It's easy to pick up and move, you know, to change from one range area to another range area. You know, like right now, you know, we're shooting down the dam here, and earlier today we were set up over there on the side near that blue tent shooting down at a pistol area. But overall, I'm very impressed with this target system right here. Alright, I've got a couple of guys here who are set up with a couple of AR-15s here, and they're going to have a duel with the shoot and spin dueling shooting tree. Alright guys, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was awesome. 1, 2, 3.